Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 5th episode of Hikaru no Go. And last episode we met a new character named Kaga, I believe, who is not the friendliest guy ever, just to say the least, you know. Our introduction to him was him shoving his gum on somebody else's Go board because that's, okay to do apparently. But yeah, eventually after a lot of back and forth we got into a Go match, and we're still in that Go match, but it's not going well. It was going fine for a while. Then of course Akari walked by, and then that kind of threw us off a bit, and we made a wrong move. But I think it's something we can come back from. So let's see if that's the case. 3, 2, 1, play. That would be the case, yeah. Oof. But I do imagine Kaga will be an important character going forward. Not like Akira level important, maybe probably not, but I could see him being like a consistent rival, around the age of Hikaru, a Go player. I can see him being a prominent character. We still don't know what's up with Akari, though. She kind of, blew him off a bit there. So, hopefully we figure out exactly what's up with that. Because I'm still a little bit confused about exactly what happened there. Yeah, I think that's Kaga there. At least he has red hair like him, so I assume it's him. And here we go. Continuing our match. Lost a lot of pieces there. I think if anyone needs a nice cold pool, it would be you. Match number 5, Prediction of an Awakening. Why don't you listen to me, man? Yeah, once you let go of the piece, it's placed. Yeah, I figured there would be. And if he says so, I definitely believe him. So I guess you just didn't see him, but still. Yes, I remember that. But she clearly gave up on that. Since she, is with friends as opposed to him. I mean, I know we more or less said no, but she seemed determined to do it in spite of that, but I guess she kind of gave up. Uh, why focus on the Go game when we can just, see what Hikaru's up to? I'm sure it was. Being inappropriate just makes it better. Okay. They're giving them some alone time, I guess. Such great friends. I mean, he clearly came, so... Well, it's what the show is about. It is literally called Hikaru's Go, so... Well, that sucks. Why did you lie to me, Sai? Oh no. He's not talking to you, Akari. Please don't take that the wrong way. It was still an impressive, well-fought game. Shots fired. Oh. Uh... Why? Oh. Seriously, what are you doing? Oh, okay, I guess it was just decided now then. Clearly, Hikaru left an impression on him. I mean, if it's an alternative to jump into the pool, it's a good idea. Guess we're a team now, why not? Of course. Don't get lost, Hikaru. I, I was saying that before I read that. Well, you know, they're a sports club. I'm sure they take it fairly seriously. But, you know, we're not here for that. We're here for Go. Any familiar faces? That's true, I guess. Like her hair buns. Wow. So, pretty fitting for our protagonist. I'm sure you do. You always want to play Go, don't you? Okay, so we're gonna play it ourselves. I'm not sure about that, though, because Kaga kind of, you know, teamed up with you based on your skill with Sai, so... Wow. That's messed up, Hikaru. Poor Sai. So mean to him. Huh. So I've heard. That's probably for the best. Well, that's good. For you. And people really just seem to take it as a given that Kyle would just win. Like, you hear all this talk about, well, maybe seconds. You know, hey, who will get seconds? Because, you know, the number one's a foregone conclusion. So clearly they have a reputation. Are you awake, Hikaru? I probably shouldn't have done that because it messes with the autofocus on the camera, but... It was still like some kind of game commentary for these bits, but... Because I know I can't give any meaningful commentary on a game I barely understand. But how they... Wow, dude. I mean, that sort of thing, I guess that sort of thing can happen sometimes if you're not careful. I wonder what they do if that happens in like a really important tournament. I mean, I guess they would have cameras and stuff so they would know where it was before they could just reset it up if it was like a big tournament. Oh, did he really memorize it all? Is that what that shot of his face was about, to show that he can like really focus and have perfect memorization of the game flow? Because that's really cool if it is. Definitely a useful skill. If you could just recreate it like that, that's pretty impressive. Of course, they would just have to take his word for it that's the same, unless they remembered what it looked like. You can tell they're impressed as well. Yeah, he definitely has what it takes to be a great Go player, if this is any indication. I mean, I couldn't do that. Not even close. Yes, there we go. I can't confirm or deny whether that's actually what it was before, but I'll take your word for it. He was just trying to help. No need to yell and get defensive. Calm down. I doubt it. I think he was just full of it. Yeah, he definitely got their attention. Yes, that's worth noting. Yes, he clearly has a natural talent for the game. Just gotta look like a thug at all times, don't you, Kaga? Hamachi, poor Hamachi. IU was the name of a school. That's interesting. I'm just used to a lot of high schools having much longer names than that. Schools, I meant to say. And Hikaru is just smaller than most of the people here. Did I mess up already? So in other words, don't touch it. Yes, I have seen devices like that in these type of sports anime. You're not doing a very good job at that, Hikaru. Well, those didn't exist back in his time. Exactly. Those were not a thing, and they, you know. Another good point. You were kind of mean to him earlier, so you can't really complain. Don't fight, you two. That would be him. It's a valid question. You're gonna pick a fight with him? Oh, I'm sure. I wonder if we'll see any shogi in the anime. He even left a mark. You tell him. Should've. I don't know, just I found it amusing the way he said it. If it wasn't a reaction, I would have played him saying that a couple more times. Just, I don't know. Very passionate expression on her face. Seiko Quartz. You talked pretty big, Kaga, so you better win that game. Do you seriously have a book with you in the middle of a match? Are you even allowed to do that? I guess that's the case. I guess if it helps him, then fine. Yeah, seriously, Kaga, you're doing a bad job at it too. Meanwhile, Hikaru just looks like he's having fun. More or less. Yeah, can you tell us this is his first time? I guess so. You said it in a slightly condescending way, but... It's a bit of an odd match. Not odd team. But I think he'll do fine. You know, decent. But yeah, I'd probably forget to hit the clock too. I'm not even gonna pretend otherwise. Well, get your own body and play. Okay. I think you beat him down. Not bad. Yeah, focus on your own game. That's all that matters. They can win. They can also lose. Man, he still looks just crushed. Yeah, he's not quite the same player as he was before. Yeah. Wow, that voice of disappointment. Not a... yes, it was Yosai. Uh, he's a beginner. Calm down. Actually, it is his real strength. The other one was the fake. I'm having fun, dude. Calm down. Look at the pretty stones. Okay, let's not get all deep on us, Hikaru. I'm playing Go, it's great. Well, there's a lot of stars in the universe, so you wouldn't make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. But it's an interesting way to look at it. Yes, you know, the move of God. Can't say he didn't have ambition. Definitely escalated a bit. Went from playing Go in a junior tournament to playing God and messing with stars in the solar system. The universe, rather. Definitely some nice visuals for it. Of course, this is very low quality, you know, old anime, so it's not like you can enjoy the visuals too much because of that, but you know, 480p, 4:3 aspect ratio. Black bars on the side. Yeah. I'm sure it's there. I'm sure it's just gonna take some time to come out fully. Well, he'll probably win. I'd say that music, the episode's over, isn't it? We're gonna have to wait till next episode to see how Tsui does. And there. Okay. I was almost, yeah, I almost got it. Yeah, I think his name was Tsui. It's such a weird name, it's kind of hard to remember because of that. Like, not like a simple name like Hikaru or Hikari or Akira, pretty standard names. Whereas that's not a standard name. At least not to me. But yeah, I continue to enjoy Sai. He's just very amusing. It's like, it was me, I did it. I really got a kick out of that. It is just funny to hear him say things like, "This isn't the real you." Like what? Even though this actually is the real him. What you saw before was somebody else entirely. But he doesn't know that, and I doubt anyone would believe in me if he did tell them that. An ancient Go instructor is now resides within his heart and helps him out in games sometimes. Not the kind of thing that would go over well. But I'm sure he will continue to improve and just not rely on him very much in the future. And back to this. Two important things. Yeah, the idea is to not get trapped. Yes, in that case, it'd be a bit different. It looks like marshmallows almost. Maybe they are, I don't know. They're definitely not the standard ghost stones, though. Wow. Yeah, somebody asked why there was Chinese subs in this segment. I don't know. This is just the only real version of this show I could grab, so. Of course, I can't read a word of Chinese, so I have no idea what it says. Well, that one probably said Hikaru, but Anyway, that was the 5th episode of Hikaru no Go. And we finished up our match with Kaga, which, we lost, but not by a huge amount. And it actually kind of had a bit of a silver lining because Hikaru's ability to come back as well as he did from that horrible blunder earlier on did catch Kaga's attention. It did impress him. That was definitely what got him to want Hikaru to actually team up with him in the Junior Go tournament at Kyuu Junior High School. It was called something like that. So yeah, that was cool. It was a very odd scene when he suddenly tells Tsui to just take off his clothes. That was a little bit unexpected. He was certainly caught off guard by that, but yeah, seems like Hikaru does not have to go in the pool after all, so that's good, because that was the main reason why we didn't want to lose. So it's all good. And Hikari, we found out a little bit about what was going on with her. So she went with her friends apparently because she figured Hikaru didn't want to go with her. And I mean, I knew that. Hikaru definitely kind of said no when she asked, but the thing is that she was kind of persistent after that. Like, to me, it sounded like we were going to do a thing where he begrudgingly meets up with her. And, you know, he does want to, he just doesn't want to admit that he wants to, because, you know, you can't be hanging out with girls and stuff at that age, you know, you can't be caught dead doing that. But, you know, he clearly wanted to, but that's not the direction that it went in. She apparently did give up and just hung out with her friends. So, you know, that was a thing. They seem to have fun together, so it's all good. So it's not like she's mad at her, Hikaru or anything. So that's fine. But, you know, we actually moved pretty quickly from that to the actual tournament at that one school. And, yeah, teams of 3. You know, they set up the, there was 8 male teams, 6 female teams, I guess. And I guess they're separated into 2 different categories, 2 different divisions. It kind of seemed like it. At least I think they said that. But, yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Of course, one of the most notable moments was when Hikaru was able to recreate the go board, because the guy just like messing up with his shoulder, which I wonder how common of occurrence that is, like, because of course I don't watch, you know, professional go matches or anything, so I don't know if that's actually a thing that happens very often, but that's the thing that I would like always wear short sleeves if I was going to do that, to kind of help prevent that. But yeah, I'm sure it's not the big of an issue. I'm sure you could easily recreate that, because not only was the whole camera thing that I said, like a camera, as long as it's solid, was like before, it could easily recreate that. But it seems like they're definitely trying to say that, you know, good Go players would be able to recreate that themselves. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that impressive. Like, that one guy really wanted to drive home that point. Like, what, kid? You think you're all cool and awesome because you were able to do that? Pfft, I could do that in my sleep. Any decent Go player could do that. Don't get full of yourself, cocky kid. Like, he was just like really triggered by that, like comically so. Like, I don't know what his problem was, but I don't know what that was about. But yeah, basically it was meant to be impressive though, because he's a newbie. He's a beginner, which Kaga kind of got a glimpse of that, you know, because he was definitely disappointed by Hikaru not being as skilled as he was in his game against him. So yeah, the flip-flopping probably would confuse some people, because once in a while you have Sai helping him out, and then you have him not helping him out, and then it's like, are you good or are you bad? Are you good at this game, or do you suck? I don't understand. You know, a lot of people would probably be very confused by that, which is understandable, like very understandable. But, you know, he wants to try to do it by himself, and, you know, I can respect that. And Sai seems to be on the fence of whether or not he actually thinks Hikaru has potential. Like, one moment was like, yeah, wow, he was able to do that. That was awesome. Yeah, I knew I saw something in him. Oh, he really bombed at this game. Maybe he's not that great after all. Like, Sai seems to be not super confident right now, but I am. I'm pretty sure that Hikaru will be one of the best by the end of the show. We do have a lot of episodes, we have a lot of episodes to get through, so I'm sure a lot of improvement will be made in the course of that. See, it'd be cool if he was able to somehow like have a match against Sai, you know, near the end to show how much he's grown. I don't know how that would work because they like share a body, but that would be cool nonetheless. See, anything else you want to say on the episode? Just Kaga, you know, he's being his usual, you know, intimidating, kind of hostile self, you know, to that one guy. He beat him pretty soundly. Hikaru's making a lot of newbie mistakes, you know, like not like hitting the clock when he wasn't supposed to, and then like not hitting the clock when he is supposed to. Because you're supposed to do your move and then hit the clock, and then the guy does his move and hits the clock, and that's just kind of how it goes. And it's easy to forget though, so I'm not gonna berate him for that, especially because he is a beginner. But yeah, I kind of hate when anybody does that, you know, that whole like, hey, I'm such a nice guy because I did this to you, like in a really condescending way. Like I've seen that like on the internet, you know, real Japanese people saying things like that. So just I don't know, it just always kind of bugs me when it's just so disingenuous, you know. But anyway, yeah, just Hikaru's definitely a noob right now. Hopefully things will improve for him. Hopefully he'll continue to get better and better, and he'll be able to be a real challenge for Akira without Sai's help. Because we still have not had a match between Hikaru and Sai, a match between Hikaru and Akira without Sai's help. So when we do get that, I hope we don't get that until Hikaru's made some real progress. You know, because if we face off against Akira now without Sai's help, he would lose. It like wouldn't even be a contest. So I do hope that when that does happen, it will be after Hikaru gets a good amount of practice under his belt, with a good amount of improvement. But yeah, we ended off on Tsui, you know, in his match, you know, the guy that can't play a game without a book in his hand, which is whatever. But, you know, that's fine. I wonder if you'd be allowed to hold a Dakimakura during a match. I mean, you should be able to if that's allowed, right? But yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes next episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.